Hey guys, sorry I haven't made a video in a few days. I've just been extremely busy, been trying to get things ahead. So if when I do go into surgery, I won't be behind. But just been working a lot. But this video is just my own personal opinion, how I feel. I'm not telling everybody, hey, my way's the right way. You guys got a brain. You guys got common sense. It's up to you to decide. But I was asked by one of my sub-friends about leadership, about a video. To be honest with you guys, I am the wrong one to ask to do a video on leadership because I have been around so-called leaders from high school up, and that's one reason I went working on my own, because 99.9% of them don't have enough brains to fart and pick their nose at the same time. They're just in it for the title. But in a SHTF situation, most of your leaders are going to be cult type leaders. They're going to be leaders like Negan or the governor off The Walking Dead. They are going to have people go out and do stuff so they can reap the benefits. I just do not believe in leadership. To me, family first. Then if you have extra, to help the other person. I am talking, I have some people that I don't even consider us a group. It's just a get together. We have discussed this. There will be no leadership. We will work together, but we will put our family ahead of the group, or if that's what you want to call it. Now most groups, they're going to have, oh, you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to do this, and you got to do that, and bring your stuff in, and we'll divide it up. Hold on, there's a tractor coming through. So say the leader says, you, Mike, got to go out and trap. Okay, I go out and say I get 4 beaver. Bring it back. They'll want to take all 4 beaver, then give me a little portion of it after I have done the work, after I have done my skills. But they will take the most of it to feed their friends and their family and leave me with just a portion to feed mine. That's not me. If I go out and I get 4 beaver, if I'm with a group and if I get 4 beaver, I am going to give maybe 2 of the beaver to the group, and I'm going to keep the other 2 so I can preserve the meat for my family and I can use the pelt for my family. But most group, leaders won't do that because you are not following their rules. Most of them say, this is my land, I formed a group, this is the way it is. To those type of people, and I've done a video on these pay me groups on YouTube, they can piss off. They won't get nothing from me because my loyalties don't lie with a group. My loyalties lie with my boys. They are important. Other people are not important. Some people are going to take that the wrong way, but I can't help it. I will feed my boys first. Me and my boys eat first. The other people in the group, if they're too stupid to hunt or trap or to fish or garden, that's them. My group, I don't even like to call it my friends that I'm talking to, that we talk about prepping and stuff like that. We've got an understanding. We are going to work together. If we have a garden, we're all going to work in the garden. You know, our family's going to work into the garden. We're going to keep the garden up. If we have to go fish, we're going to go fish. There's just not going to be one person going out doing all the fishing or all the hunting or all the trapping. We're going to share the responsibility. And if we share it, if we do the work together, we share the bounty. Say, if I go out, you know, after I get all the work done and everything, and I've got time, and I go out and I shoot 3 rabbits and I bring it in. Well, I went by myself on my time. So those rabbits are for me and my boys. It's not for the group. But if you listen to these videos of these people talking about leadership and forming a community or group, that wouldn't be allowed, because you'll be an individual. You're not helping the group. I'm not out to help a group. I'm out to help me and my boys. If I'm like this, if I don't feed my boys, or my boys don't help me feed them, then we're not going to get fed. Because I am not going to sit on my butt and let other people, you know, in a SHTF situation, it's not going to happen if you sit on your butt, unless you're in a leadership role, or you are on a council where you can dictate to people of what they can have, when they can do it, how much they can have. You know, those are the ones that's going to sit on their butt, and they're going to take from the people actually out there doing it. So I do not believe in a leadership role. I am too big of an asshole for somebody to tell me what to do, because I have had to put up with that, and I don't put up with it no more. I have a major problem with authority figures, especially want to be authority figures, who think they're something and they're really not. And there's a lot of them on YouTube saying, you could come here to mine my land, my property, but you got to bring this much stuff, and if you decide to leave, you can't take none of it because you're not loyal to the group. I'm not loyal to no group except my boys. So that's why I won't do very well playing with others in a SHTF situation. Now, am I telling you guys to be like me? No. If you like being in a group and you like being bossed around and ordered around and told what to do and told when you can eat and how much you can eat, that's up to you guys. Me, I'm not going to do it. Say I was in a group with my friends and we go out and we're scavenging, and I come across 100 pounds of rice, a bag of rice. I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to keep at least 75 pounds of it for me and my boys. I will give 25 pounds of it to the group to help. I'm not going to cut my throat and give it all away, and then in bad times, something might happen. We go through bad times. My boys ain't going to have anything to eat while everybody else is eating. No, I don't do that. You know, but if you're in a group with a leader, dictator, as I call them, even with a council of dictators, they won't allow it. They'll take it from you by force, or they'll take it, or they throw you out with nothing. They keep all your stuff. That's a dictatorship, and that's a lot of way a lot of people are, and that's the way they're going to be. Because there's a lot of losers out there that's nothing right now in life, and they're wanting a SHTF situation to happen so they become that fantasy Negan or that governor in their mind, so they can control people. This is one person they won't control. You know, they try that, they will have a very bad day with me. Now, am I saying if I'm with people, I'm not going to help them? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm going to make sure my boys are taken care of before others are taken care of. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm not going to plant a garden, maintain it, take care of it, and everything for 3 or 4 months and nobody helping me. Then when the vegetables are ready to be picked, here comes people with baskets with a handout wanting my vegetables. They don't get nothing because they didn't help. So therefore, they're not entitled to it. So I do not believe in leadership. I do not believe by an individual, by a council, because it's all dictatorship. Leaders get people killed. They destroy the community. This is the way I see it. Now, there's a lot of people going to disagree. I'm going to get thumbs down. I'm going to be called, hell, I don't know what new names I can be called. But this is the way my loyalty is to my boys. It's not to an individual. It's not to a group. It is to me and my boys. Me and my boys will eat first. If I have extras and there's people in need and it's not going to hurt, it's not going to take away from my boys, then I'll give. Or if I'm with some people and say 4 of us go hunting and we shoot a bear. Say I shoot a bear, but I've got 3 others with me helping me. We bring that back. Then that's the community to share, to split up equally because we were all out there. Now, if I was out there by myself and I shot a bear, my family would get a majority of it. The rest would get some of it. Now, people's not going to agree with that because they think, you're in a group, you're supposed to help one another. Yes, you help. You don't do and you don't allow people to take from you just because they say they're the leader or they're their counsel. They have the right. Nobody has the right to tell you to take your food away from you that you've busted your guts out for, that you've used your experience and your skill because they're too lazy or too stupid to go do it. There's nobody has the right to do that. And if people are that dumb to fall for it, that's their own fault. And they're the ones that's going to starve while their leaders are eating. I'm not that way. So, you know, I'm going to probably get comments, oh, you'll never fit into a group. That's fine. Then I don't have to be bothered with their bullshit. You know, I can do what I want to do to take care of my boys. And me and my boys will be fine. Because I won't have somebody dragging on my coattails, wanting from me. If I'm with people who equally help me and don't try to dictate to me or demand from me, they won't be a problem. The people I talk to, they have the same outlook and mindset as I do. Family first. If you have any, you help the others in the community. You don't take 100 pounds of rice because if you would take 100 pounds of rice when you're in a dictatorship, you might get a cup of rice out of that 100 pounds to feed your family because the rest of the community needs it, while the rest of the community not doing anything. Now, I'm not talking about the elderly or the disabled who can't get out and do that. You know, I'm not talking about them because they'll have other roles. They can be, you know, cooks. They can do laundry. They can watch kids. They can help with garden. They can help canning, sewing, medical. There's a lot of things people can do who's disabled or who's elderly besides going out hunting or fishing or trapping or patrolling. Now, I'm not talking about them because I know I'm going to get comments on that. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the healthy individuals who's too lazy to go do it. They want other people to go do it for them. And yes, you're going to have a buttload of those in the groups. Well, my daddy's the leader, or my uncle's the leader, or, you know, you got to do what I say. Piss on them. I don't do it. I won't do it. I will never do it. So, like I said, this is my personal outlook on it, my personal thoughts, my personal feelings. It's a dictatorship. In a SHTF situation, you are going to have more cults-like groups that's led by a dictator or a council of dictators. The average person in the group is not going to have a say. Not going to have a say. Their voice is not going to be heard. It's going to be the leader's way or the council's way, and that's it. And if you go against the grain, they're going to shoot you, or they're going to beat you and take everything and throw you out, and you and your family's not going to have nothing. That's why I don't believe in leadership roles. I don't. You know, be an individual. You can be an individual and work in a group. That can be done. Now, a lot of people's going to say, oh, no, it can't, because if you're in a group, you got to work together as a group. No, you could take individuals and put them together, and they're going to meet their needs. And if any's extra or somebody needs help, they will give a little. They're just not going to give everything like these groups, these leaders will want. You know, here's 99.9% of my food. I'm keeping 0.1% for me and my family. No. I'm keeping 99.9% and I'm giving 0.1. Because just look at the videos, how they talk. You know, you donate, you go out and you find stuff, or you hunt, you fish, you trap, whatever. You bring it in there, you give it to people. They take it and they put it in a locked room where you and your family can't go get something to eat when you want to. You're going to be told when to eat, when to sleep, when to bathe, what to do, where to go, what to wear. And if you get into a religious people in there, oh, if you don't go to worship this day and this day and this day, you're a heretic, you're this and you're that, and they're going to push you out of the group. So, leadership, like I said, I am the wrong person to ask, because I do not believe in leadership. Look at our leadership today, from the local to the national stage. Look at what our leaders have done to this country and to other countries. Look at the leadership in the military. They do stupid stuff and get our boys killed. Just because they sat back miles and miles away and look at maps. Oh, this needs to happen. This needs to happen. This needs to happen. I just don't believe in leadership crap. You know, be an individual. Take care of you and yours. If you're with a group of people who's like-minded individuals and you help one another, you can share a little bit. That's fine. But giving all your resources on a command or a law or an order, no, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. You know, I will help people. Right now, I will give the shirt off my back to somebody if they needed it. If they were trying and they just couldn't do it, I would help them. But somebody sitting on their butt, stuffing Doritos down their face and drinking Diet Cokes and not get off their butt to do for them, they'll starve to death, because I wouldn't give them the peanuts out of my turd to help them along. But that's what your leadership is going to be like in a SHTF situation. You give to them, you provide them, because it's their land. They formed a group. They're protecting you with armed wannabes. I can protect myself. My boys can protect us. You know, they're good shots. Why do I need somebody ordering me around, telling me I'm protecting you, when I can protect myself better than they can? I don't see it. I don't understand it. That's why I don't believe in the crap. This is me. This is not intended for you guys to follow me. I'm not saying that. This is how I see it, how I think it, how I feel it. You guys feel different, see it different, think it different. That's you. Everybody has a choice. But I will not be a sheep being controlled by a coward. And most of your leaders are cowards. They have low self-esteem. They have no knowledge really of doing anything. They're just going to mind screw people into following them. So that's where I stand on leadership in a SHTF situation. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want to be a part of it. It does not work for me and mine. It might work for others, but it does not work for me and mine, because I am too big of an asshole to sit there and have some prick come up and say, that's my food. That's the community's food, after I sit hours upon hours doing it by myself. And they think they're going to come in and take it all. What's going to happen, they'll probably be trying to find a new leader, because I'd give them lead. But this is my outlook. A lot of people probably won't like this video because I'm not a team player. I've been more of a team player in my life than most people would be in 4 lifetimes. And I've learned that the leadership is a dictatorship. It's not worth it. Be an individual, help your others to a point, but don't help them to the point where it's going to cost you and yours. You know, now if there's an injury happens, that's different. If a person if they get hurt, injured, sick, and they can't perform their duties, then that's different. You help them. You give them food. You give them medical to get them back healthy, where they can go out and they can help provide. But as far as people saying, demanding just because they're a leader, I just don't see that. I don't recognize that. For me, it don't fit me. But that's it. I hope, you know, that's it. That's just how I feel about leadership and dictatorships, because it's the same. In a SHTF situation, a leader, let it be an individual or a council, is going to be a dictatorship, because they will feed their families first and their friends first. And you as a member of the group will not have a voice, will not get your equal share. Me and my boys, we will have our equal share. If we do the work, we get the majority of it. You know, people's going to say that's wrong. Well, that might be wrong for you guys, the people who's saying it. It's not wrong for me and mine, because me and mine's going to eat where others don't. That's just the law of the land, you know. Only the strong survives, in my book. But tell me what you guys think. Leave your comments below. This is how I feel. I'm telling nobody to see it my way, feel it my way, think it my way. You're all individuals who has a brain, who has common sense. You can think for yourself. You can figure out how you want to be. Do you want to be a sheep? Do you want to be a slave? Do you want your stuff taken away from you while others sit on their butt and do nothing? Or do you want to be an individual that's taking care of your family and help a little, but not giving everything? That's up to you guys to figure out. I'm getting off here, guys. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will try to get a video out this weekend. I got some birthday parties. My grandson's birthday party's tomorrow, and Aries, who turned a big 10, his birthday's Sunday. We're having his party Sunday. So I got a weekend full of parties to go to. All right, everybody, be good, have fun, be safe. Bye.